Welcome to our explainer. Today, we are going to tackle one of the trickiest parts of the Topic 2 exam, writing question number 53. We're going to break it all down so you know exactly how to master it.
So here's our game plan. First, we'll figure out what this question is really asking. Then we'll take a perfect answer and see what makes it so good. We'll spend a good chunk of our time on the two parts that really boost your score, analyzing the cause and writing a strong conclusion. And finally, we'll wrap it all up into a strategy kit you can use.
All right, let's dive right in. So what makes this question so difficult? Why do so many people struggle with it? Well, here's the secret. It's not just a test of how good your Korean is. It's actually a test of your analytical skills, kind of hidden inside a language exam. Think about it. You have to look at charts, figure out what they mean, explain why things are happening, and then predict the future. And you have to do it all in under 300 characters. That is a huge challenge in any language. Okay, so let's check out our blueprint for success. We've got a perfect 300-character model answer, and we are going to pull it apart, piece by piece, to see exactly how it works. Right, let's just immerse ourselves in what a great answer sounds like. I'm going to read the whole thing out loud, nice and slow. Don't stress about understanding every single word yet. Just listen to the rhythm, the structure, the overall flow of the argument.
한 기관에서 국민의 여가 활동 변화를 조사하였다. 조사 결과 해외여행 참여율은 2019년 32%에서 2023년 21%로 감소한 반면 국내 여가 활동 비율은 같은 기간 45%에서 58%로 증가한 것으로 나타났다. 특히 소도시를 방문한 비율은 2019년 18%에서 2023년 34%로 크게 상승하여 여가 활동의 중심이 대도시에서 지역 소도시로 이동하는 경향이 확인되었다. 이러한 변화는 장거리 이동에 따른 비용 부담 증가와 함께 짧은 시간 안에 휴식을 취하려는 인식이 확산된 데에서 기인한 것으로 분석된다. 전반적으로 국민들의 여가 선택은 해외 중심에서 국내 중심으로 전환되고 있으며 여가를 삶의 질을 높이는 요소로 인식하는 경향이 강화되고 있다.
You see, that first part does a fantastic job of just laying out the situation. It doesn't just list off numbers. It clearly presents the main contrast, showing how overseas travel went down while domestic travel went up. Simple and effective.
But here's the detail that really tells the story. Look at this number. The percentage of people visiting small cities. It shot up to 34% in 2023. That's nearly double what it was in 2019. This right here, this is the key trend that a top-scoring answer needs to dig into and explain. Okay, now we're getting to the most important part. Describing the data is one thing, but explaining the reason for the change, that's where you really earn those high scores. This is what separates a decent answer from an amazing one. So how do you explain the cause? You could use a simple phrase like 기 때문이다, which basically just means because. And that's fine, it works. But if you want to really impress the examiner, look at the phrase on the right. Using 기인한 것으로 분석된다 tells them you're not just giving a reason, you're presenting an analysis. And this is exactly why that advanced phrase is so powerful. A great answer doesn't just give one reason, it connects multiple causes, right? Like here. We have an economic reason, it's more expensive, and a social reason, people want shorter breaks. That advanced grammar is the perfect tool to link these two distinct ideas together. Now this sentence you see here, this structure, is the absolute key to a high score. Seriously. So we're going to listen to it 3 times to really let it sink in. For the first listen, just hear the overall sound and rhythm. 이러한 변화는 장거리 이동에 따른 비용 부담 증가와 함께 짧은 시간 안에 휴식을 취하려는 인식이 확산된 데에서 기인한 것으로 분석된다. Okay, good. Now listen again, but this time focus on the first cause, the economic one, and how it connects with 와 함께. 이러한 변화는 장거리 이동에 따른 비용 부담 증가와 함께 짧은 시간 안에 휴식을 취하려는 인식이 확산된 데에서 기인한 것으로 분석된다. Great, one last time. Now focus on the second half, the social cause, and that key phrase at the very end, 기인한 것으로 분석된다. 이러한 변화는 장거리 이동에 따른 비용 부담 증가와 함께 짧은 시간 안에 휴식을 취하려는 인식이 확산된 데에서 기인한 것으로 분석된다. See how beautifully that all fits together?
This amazing structure, A와 함께 B에서 기인하다, is your secret weapon for connecting two different ideas. It shows the examiner you can think about a problem from multiple angles. It's like saying, this is analyzed as being caused by B along with A. It's just a much more sophisticated way to build your argument.
So, we've done our deep analysis and explained the causes. Now what? Let's figure out how to write a conclusion that gives our answer a powerful finish and ties everything up nicely. So, here's the number one mistake people make in the conclusion. They just repeat the numbers. They'll say something like, overseas travel went down to 21%. That isn't a conclusion, it's just repeating a fact. A great conclusion takes the numbers and tells you what they mean, what the bigger picture is.
And here's the formula for that perfect conclusion. It's a simple two-step process. First, you identify the overall shift, the big trend from A to B. Then, you state the broader meaning or significance of that trend. Trend, then meaning. That's it.
This model sentence is a perfect example of that formula in action. See how it summarizes the trend, the shift from A, overseas-focused, to B, domestic-focused. Then it adds the meaning. People are increasingly seeing leisure as a way to improve their quality of life. Perfect.
All right, let's put this all together into your personal strategy kit. We're going to boil everything down to the essential formulas and words you absolutely need to know to nail this question. Think of this slide as your cheat sheet. These are the patterns you need to have in your back pocket. For linking multiple causes, you've got your A와 함께 B에서 취한 것으로 분석된다. And for the conclusion, you have A에서 B로 전환되고 있으며. These are your power tools.
Honestly, if you only take two things away from this whole explainer, let it be these two formulas. Just mastering these two sentence structures will dramatically improve the logic and quality of your writing for question 53.
To really lock these structures in your head, let's do one final practice read-through. First up, the cause analysis sentence. Let's listen once just for the flow.
이러한 변화는 장거리 이동에 따른 비용 부담 증가와 함께 짧은 시간 안에 휴식을 취하려는 인식이 확산된 데에서 기인한 것으로 분석된다.
Okay, and again. This time, listen for the two separate causes being joined together.
이러한 변화는 장거리 이동에 따른 비용 부담 증가와 함께 짧은 시간 안에 휴식을 취하려는 인식이 확산된 데에서 기인한 것으로 분석된다.
Perfect. Now for the conclusion sentence. First, just listen.
전반적으로 국민들의 여가 선택은 해외 중심에서 국내 중심으로 전환되고 있으며 여가를 삶의 질을 높이는 요소로 인식하는 경향이 강화되고 있다.
And one last time, notice how it first states the trend and then explains the meaning behind it.
전반적으로 국민들의 여가 선택은 해외 중심에서 국내 중심으로 전환되고 있으며 여가를 삶의 질을 높이는 요소로 인식하는 경향이 강화되고 있다.
Getting these two sentences down cold is your ticket to success.
And just to leave you with a final thought, the data we looked at today showed a shift in where people spend their free time. But what about the future? How might new technologies, like, say, virtual reality, completely change not just where we go, but how we experience leisure itself? Something to think about.